Hey Foxes, I'm Bonnie.
And I'm Taylor.
And welcome back to World News.
Colin Powell, the first black U.S. Secretary of State, has passed away at the age of 84. Powell succumbed to COVID while also battling cancer. He served as a serious leader on foreign policies for many Republicans' presidential terms.
In southern India, heavy rains have caused several rivers to overflow. Several towns and villages have been cut off due to the flood, and unfortunately, the death toll is already at 26. That number is expected to rise as many people are reported missing.
On Sunday, a Newcastle game was stopped during the first half when an elderly fan collapsed due to cardiac arrest. Fortunately, doctors rushed over and were able to save the man's life.
In Kuwait, a fire broke out at an oil refinery. A couple of workers suffered minor injuries, but none of the injuries were fatal. The fire did not affect refinery operations and export operations. There was no impact to local marketing operations and supplies to the electricity and water industry.
Cambridge University has scheduled to return a Benin bronze cockerel to Nigeria. This artifact was taken from the Kingdom of Benin, which is now present-day Nigeria, back in an expedition in 1897 by British forces. Nigeria's minister says that this action is a big step on the path of restitution for the hundreds years of priceless and timeless artifacts that were looted from the Benin city in 1897.
16 to 17 people kidnapped in Haiti on Sunday have been identified as Americans. The gang that claims responsibility also committed a kidnapping of 5 priests and 2 nuns earlier this year. The State Department is working in coordinated efforts with Haiti's government on rescue efforts.
Self-driving cars in San Francisco area, a part of a solution to ride-share issues. As these are being tested, though, apparent issues are developing as the cars continue to drive down dead-end streets, frustrating San Franciscans. The company blames programming and the multitude of one-way streets in San Francisco as compared to other areas.
In Africa, cases of leprosy have been identified in wild chimpanzees. This is the first time leprosy has been seen in non-human species in Africa. It is so far not known exactly how the chimps became infected, but it is thought it came about either as a result of exposure to humans or other unknown environmental sources.
Over in Australia, chlamydia is so widespread among koalas that scientists have started a trial to give koalas a chlamydia vaccine. The trial is starting with vaccinating 400 koalas. They are hoping that they can extend the average lifespan of koalas while combating this disease.
In entertainment news, Kourtney Kardashian, the oldest of the siblings, is now engaged to Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker. The engagement is expected to be released on the rumored new show the Kardashians are producing for Hulu.
In funny news this week, a reptile rescue call to a house in California removed 92 rattlesnakes from under the structure. The owner was unaware of the severity of the problem and only called to have one removed.
If you've ever wanted to own your own town, now would be a good time to buy. Water Valley, Tennessee is up for sale for $725,000, including 1 home, 4 general stores, and a barn.
Finally, the Toronto Zoo is on the lookout for an escaped red fox named Todd. Todd was brought to the zoo originally after being raised in captivity by a family. Todd is thought to have escaped by burrowing out of his enclosure. The Toronto Zoo hopes to find Todd safe and sound.
That's all the updates we have for you this week, Foxes. Stay informed.